Okay, so here we are. We're at the front of the box. Just gonna go ahead and power up the box, and pretty much gonna do everything from scratch, just like if you bought the box brand new. This part you really shouldn't have to do. I would most likely have it already all programmed and ready to go. You notice you get the network adapter connected in the back, showing you that the SVLAN is connected. Now, right now I put a memory stick in there because when you get the boxes brand new, you have to program them from scratch. If you get the box from me, I've already done all of this part, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go through it so you can see how to do it if you ever need to do it. So the USB drive's in there. Just gonna go into the menu and we're gonna select USB drives, and then we're gonna just load whatever the latest software is. This is an Elite, so you see right there's the Elite. If you have a Premiere, right now the version 28 is for a Premiere. I don't think I have anybody out there with an Elite. Most of my people have all Premieres on there. So you would just go ahead and load that as normal. Load the bin. It's pretty self-explanatory. It'll load itself. It'll tell you, do you want to reboot? You say yeah. After that, you just go ahead and reboot. So, but I'm just gonna skip that for now. No need to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the memory stick from the box. This box, I pretty much erased everything. So I'm gonna show you everything, how to set it up from scratch, down to the satellite setup and everything. So here we go. We're gonna just go into the menu. Gonna go to dish settings, and I'm just gonna show you the basic settings for a dish 500 dish, which is the 110 and the 119. Like I say, this is an Elite. The Premiere is not gonna have tuner 1 or tuner 2. You're just gonna have the satellite because you only have a single tuner. So usually the first satellite I like to set up is the 110. So I'm gonna go here. I'm going to select 110. Right here, the LNB type, you have a couple of options, and I'm going to explain to you what those options are. You have single. There's only two that you have to worry about. This is single and the OCS DP, and I'll show you what those mean. If your head looks like this, in other words, it's got the dish logo, that's it. Sometimes it has the black dish network. Sometimes it's just grayed out. It has anything. It doesn't have anything. So that's a single. It's not gonna be an OCS DP. Now, if you have one that says something like Dish Pro Plus, or it just has the DP, that's a DP head. So if you're gonna have this type of head at your house, you're gonna be using this setting right here, OCS DP. If you have the one with just the dish network, you're gonna have it just the single, because there are two different type heads. The other setting you're gonna need to have is the LNB frequency. You see, when you get a box, it'll probably be, and who knows where it's gonna be, but if I give it to you already programmed, it should already be configured for 11250. And look at all the settings, should all be the same. There's only 3 settings you should mess with. That's the LNB type. In my case, I have a Dish Pro head. LNB frequency, always going to be 11250. And the other setting you should have to worry about is the DISEC switch right here. Now, I'm looking for a 110 signal. So 110 is always going to be number 2. So we're just going to scroll through the menu here, and we're going to put port 2. The box is going to show us a verification of what it sees there. You notice how it says 110. That's what it sees on port 2, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for SAT 110. They should match. You should have the 110 right there and the 110 right there, and they should match. And there you go. It's going to match. There you go. Now, when it comes time to do the 119, okay, we're going to use the LNB type. I'm using an OCS DP. LNB frequency is 11250. And the port for 119 is going to be 1. Port 1. And then the box is going to give you a verification that, yeah, it does see the 119. When you have these settings, all you have to do is press the red button on your remote right here. There's a little tiny red check button, which corresponds to the menu there, right here on your screen that says SAT scan. So when you got the 119, we'll go ahead and we're gonna scan the 119. So I have my head all set up. I have it for 119 OCSDP 11250 port 1 verification on the upper right hand corner 119. So I'm all ready to scan. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hit the little red button here and it's gonna take off. So there you go. It's starting to scan. It's gonna go ahead and scan. It take about 5 minutes and then that'll get you a nice complete list for 119. When this is done, we will have to go back and also scan the 110 so we could have a complete list.